to me, Uke. I'm so dorky. All right, hi everybody. How are ya? It's Jody, and I've got just a little blabbing video for you. So that's why I'm turning this into a me and Uke episode. I was debating for a moment if I should just make it a full-fledged informational one or just a little chit-chat one. I am going to be making an informational one about ukuleles and why they can be very expensive and if that's worth it coming up. And that will be more factual. But this one is opinion, and it's more about if you're worth it. How do you know if you can justify owning a premium, expensive ukulele? This video is coming in response to two things. One is a little conversation I had with one of my commenters a little while back when I posted a video comparing a $50 ukulele versus a $500 ukulele. So I'll put a link to that video somewhere, probably in the description. But it sparked a lot of interesting conversations. And one person was kind of challenging me on whether or not I should own one if I'm not a professional performer. And I thought it was very interesting, and I know a lot of people kind of subscribe to that school of thought. And then today, Rich Davis, who has a YouTube channel, who posts nearly every day, I think, posted a video about why you should not own a expensive, solid koa ukulele unless you've been playing for 10 years. And I really like Rich. I enjoy his videos, and I know he loves the ukulele. And more than that, or not, maybe not more than that, but I know he also loves to find a really good value for ukulele. He loves finding those really nicely constructed, good sounding ukuleles for a good price. And there are a lot of those out there, and he does a really good job of finding them. So I'm going to move this. There's some sunlight kind of peering in. All right, is that better? Okay, so so that's kind of his thing. I can see it. That's one of his passions, is he likes finding these like diamonds in the roughs and finding really good deals on ukuleles, which is fine. But I would personally like to respectfully disagree with you, Rich, regarding when you should treat yourself to a solid koa ukulele. And I'm going to tell you my little story about this one. So, first of all, I kind of agree with Rich's thoughts at first. I remember thinking and kind of telling myself, like, maybe when I get really good at the ukulele, then I can justify getting a really nice ukulele. And that was kind of what I was thinking. And my first couple ukuleles were just laminate. My very first one was laminate mahogany concert, Oscar Schmidt, and I still love that one. I took it with me camping this week, and I had been playing for about 2 years, and I happened to see this little baby on eBay. And actually, I do kind of share Rich's love for a good deal. And that's how this one caught my eye, because it was a brand new Koaloa KSM00 being sold by an authorized dealer in Hawaii, which means the warranty would be good and everything like that. It was being listed for about $500. And so I did some research and found out that these babies are over $800 brand new. And so I thought, wow, that's a good deal. It was listed as an auction, with a starting price of $500, but there were no bids on it. So I had just kept watching it and kept watching it, and there were no bids on it. And so finally, when it was about to end, I put in a bid for $560, and $560, and somebody at the end had tried to put in a bid, but my highest bid beat theirs out, and I got it. And that was definitely the most I'd ever spent on a ukulele at that point. And I was a little bit nervous. I obviously had not played it yet or anything. So luckily it was right before my birthday, and so I called my sister up and I asked her if she could ask for birthday money from all the people that love me, and then make it one big birthday present to me. And that's how I came to own this beautiful ukulele. And that is when I switched my school of thought on whether or not I deserved to have a ukulele like this. And I'll tell you why. I still remember very vividly when this came in the mail. We had worked it out that I would get to see it, test it, make sure it was all good before handing it over to my sister, and then I wouldn't get it again until my birthday. And it was like, I think 6 weeks away, my birthday. And so I had like a couple hours with it that first night, and I still remember the feeling of playing it the first time. My heart was like fluttering because, first of all, because of the sound. And that's my first rebuke to Rich's argument. At the very end of his video, he said why he thinks you should wait 10 years, because he said he doesn't believe that you can really hear the difference and really appreciate the difference in sound quality unless, I guess, you've been playing ukulele for 10 years. And I disagree 100%, because if you're really listening, the difference is obvious. So that was the first thing, was the difference in sound to all the other ukuleles I had ever played, because I had never played a really nice one before. I had played all solid wood. I had owned a solid acacia tenor that had cost me about $300, but the sound of this one way exceeded that one, and any other ukulele I'd ever personally played before. And then secondly, it was the playability of it. And this is a really big factor. High quality ukuleles are engineered perfectly. Everything works together perfectly as it should. So, which results in it's a very playable instrument. You don't have to work extra hard at all. It's a lot easier to play. And that is a huge difference, because it's ironic, because you think you have to be a better player before you can own a better ukulele, but owning a better ukulele makes you a better player. And it truly does, because it's easier. So not only is it easier to play, but it sounds better as well. And that's, I think, where Rich is gonna disagree with me, because yes, you can find a decent sounding ukulele for under $100 and it will sound decent. It will not sound like this. It just won't. So it's not the koa necessarily, although solid wood makes a difference. I'm not going to go into too much detail, because that's going to be in my informative video of why certain ukuleles are more expensive and how that translates to price, and if it's worth it. However, yeah, my point is that if sound is very important to you and playability is very important to you, you may want to consider a really nice ukulele. And here's the thing, there's always a way. Not everybody obviously can afford an $800 soprano. However, everybody has birthdays. Maybe you could try what I did. Ask for money for your birthday. from everybody you know. Or another example, I'm taking my family to Europe next summer, and that's definitely not something we can usually afford, but we are saving our money for 2 years leading up to it. I am teaching ukulele lessons, and all of my ukulele lessons money is going towards this trip to Europe, and we're doing all kinds of other things to save money every month for this trip to Europe. And because it's important to us and we want to do it, we're going to have 2 exchange students to go visit by then. But you could do something like that too. Maybe you can't afford it and can't go buy one today. But if it's something that you really want and something that's going to bring you joy, then you can work towards it, you know? So I guess what I'm saying is I don't believe that you need to be a professional musician or an expert musician in order to own a premium instrument. If it's something that's going to bring you a lot of joy and it's something that you really appreciate the nuances of sound, and you really want a very resonant instrument and with a pure tone, and you want it to be easy to play, and maybe you want it to have a lot of tradition. Maybe having one built in Hawaii is important to you because you respect the instrument so much and you love the history of it. Then who's anyone to tell you that you don't deserve that? That you have to put in 10 years before you deserve that? I just don't agree with it. And again, I kind of did at one point, at least for myself. I felt like I had to deserve it before I could have it. And I will say this, once you do play a really nice instrument, it is hard to go back. It is hard. All those $100 ones kind of start to seem the same to you once you've experienced such a premium work of art, okay? And actually, I think it would be really interesting if Rich had a chance to play just really, really nice koaloha. I love koalohas. So that's my opinion. Again, I really respect Rich and I like his channel, but I do disagree with him a lot on this issue, and he's kind of alluded to it a lot. But today, I think telling people they need to wait 10 years is going too far. So I'm saying maybe wait 2 years if you can't afford it, but yeah, if it's really important to you and it's something you want, don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't. All right, I'm gonna finish the song. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Please tell me your thoughts on this. I would love to hear it. And have a great day. Don't forget to play your uke today, no matter which one it is.